Today, we're diving deep into the most frequent reasons why your tomato plants might be refusing to produce fruit. More importantly, we'll give you actionable, fast fixes to get those delicious tomatoes ripening on the vine. Let's turn those green plants into a bountiful harvest. One of the leading causes of fruitless tomato plants is inadequate pollination. Tomatoes are self-pollinating, meaning each flower contains both male and female parts. However, they still need some help to transfer pollen effectively. Lack of wind or insufficient insect activity can prevent this transfer. If your garden is too still, or if beneficial insects are scarce, your flowers might not be getting the gentle shake they need. Extreme temperatures can also affect pollen viability. When temperatures consistently soar above 90 degrees Fahrenheit or dip below 55 degrees Fahrenheit, pollen can become sterile. High humidity can also make pollen too sticky to release properly. This means even if pollinators are present, the pollen isn't viable. Your tomato plants need the right balance of nutrients to thrive and produce fruit. A common mistake is over-fertilizing with nitrogen. Nitrogen promotes lush, leafy growth, which sounds good, but too much can lead to beautiful foliage at the expense of fruit production. This phenomenon is often called all leaves, no fruit. While nitrogen is essential for initial growth, phosphorus and potassium are crucial for flowering and fruiting. A deficiency in these key nutrients can directly hinder fruit set. Always check your fertilizer ratios. A balanced approach is best, especially once your plants start flowering. Soil testing can also reveal specific nutrient deficiencies in your garden. Tomatoes are warm season plants, but they have their limits. As mentioned, extreme heat or cold can severely impact fruit production. When temperatures consistently exceed 90 degrees Fahrenheit, tomato flowers may drop without setting fruit. The plant essentially goes into survival mode, prioritizing its own health over reproduction. Similarly, prolonged cold spells below 55 degrees Fahrenheit can also prevent fruit set. The plant's metabolic processes slow down, and pollen becomes inactive. Sudden temperature fluctuations can also stress the plant. Consistent, moderate temperatures are ideal for optimal fruit development. Monitor your local weather closely during the growing season. Consistent and adequate watering is vital for healthy tomato plants. Both underwatering and overwatering can lead to stress, which directly impacts fruit production. Irregular watering, such as long dry spells followed by heavy watering, can cause blossom drop. When plants are stressed by lack of water, they may abort flowers to conserve energy. Conversely, overwatering can lead to root rot, depriving the plant of essential nutrients and oxygen. This also stresses the plant, hindering its ability to set fruit. The goal is consistently moist, but not waterlogged, soil. Deep watering encourages strong root development, making plants more resilient. Mulching can help maintain soil moisture levels. Tomatoes are sun-loving plants, requiring at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight per day. If your plants are in a shady spot, they might grow, but they won't have enough energy to produce abundant fruit. Sunlight is essential for photosynthesis, the process that creates the energy for flowering and fruiting. Plants in low light conditions will often be leggy and weak. They may produce fewer flowers, and those flowers might not develop into fruit. Ensure your chosen planting location provides ample direct sun throughout the day. Consider any nearby trees or structures that might cast shade as the sun moves. Sometimes, a small shift in planting location can make a huge difference. Pruning surrounding plants can also help. A healthy plant is a productive plant. Pests like aphids, whiteflies, or spider mites can weaken your tomato plants by sucking out vital sap. This stress diverts the plant's energy away from fruit production. Diseases such as early blight, late blight, or fusarium wilt can also severely impact plant health. A diseased plant will struggle to flower and fruit, often dropping flowers or producing stunted fruit. Early detection and intervention are key. Regularly inspect your plants for any signs of pest or disease. Healthy soil and good air circulation can help prevent many common issues. Integrated pest management strategies are always recommended. Sometimes, the issue isn't a problem at all, but simply a matter of time or variety. Young tomato plants need time to establish a strong root system before they can focus on fruit production. be patient with newly planted seedlings. Different tomato varieties also have varying maturity times. Determinate varieties tend to produce their fruit all at once, while indeterminate varieties fruit continuously over a longer season. If you've planted a late-season variety, it might just need more time. Ensure the variety you chose is suitable for your local climate and growing season length. Some heirloom varieties can take longer to mature than modern hybrids. Understanding your specific plant's needs is crucial. Now that we know the common problems, let's talk about solutions. For pollination issues, try hand pollinating. Gently tap the main stem of the plant or flick each flower cluster with your finger mid-morning. This mimics wind and helps release pollen. You can also use an electric toothbrush on the flower stems for a gentle vibration. To attract more natural pollinators, plant companion flowers like marigolds or borage nearby. Ensure good air circulation around your plants by proper spacing and pruning. If nutrient imbalance is the culprit, switch to a fertilizer with a higher phosphorus and potassium ratio, such as a 5-10-10 or 5-10-5 blend. Apply it according to package directions, usually every 2 to 4 weeks once flowering begins. Avoid high nitrogen fertilizers after initial growth. For temperature stress, provide shade during extreme heat. Use shade cloth or strategically placed umbrellas during the hottest parts of the day. For cold snaps, cover plants with row covers or blankets overnight. Choose heat-tolerant or cold-tolerant varieties for your specific climate. Address watering problems by establishing a consistent watering schedule. Water deeply and regularly, aiming for about 1 to 2 inches of water per week, including rainfall. Check soil moisture by sticking your finger 2 inches deep. If it feels dry, it's time to water. Mulch around the base of your plants with straw or wood chips. This helps retain soil moisture, regulate soil temperature, and suppress weeds. Consistent moisture reduces plant stress significantly. If sunlight is the issue, consider relocating container plants to a sunnier spot. For in-ground plants, prune any overhanging branches from nearby trees or shrubs that might be casting shade. Ensure your plants are not too crowded, as this can also reduce light penetration. For pests and diseases, regular inspection is your best defense. Remove any visible pests by hand or use organic insecticidal soap. For diseases, remove affected leaves immediately and ensure good air circulation. Consider disease-resistant varieties for future plantings. Finally, ensure your plants have proper support. Staking or caging tomatoes keeps them upright, improves air circulation, and prevents fruit from touching the ground. Prune suckers that emerge from the leaf axils to redirect energy to fruit production, especially on indeterminate varieties. By understanding these common issues and implementing these fast fixes, you'll be well on your way to a successful tomato harvest. Happy gardening!